What if the treasure you're searching for across the world has been waiting for you exactly where your journey began? And what if every delay, disappointment, wrong turn in your life is secretly guiding you towards it? Today, I'm reviewing one of the most loved modern classics, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Stay with me until the end because I'll share the one lesson from this book that completely changed the way I look at dreams, and why Santiago had to travel thousands of miles to discover something that was always close to him. The Alchemist is written by Brazilian author Paulo Coelho and was first published in Portuguese in 1988. The book initially received a little attention, yet it gradually became an international phenomenon, translated into numerous languages and read by millions of readers across the world. At its heart, The Alchemist is a story of a Santiago, a young shepherd from Spain. Santiago appeared to have a simple and a peaceful life. He travels with his sheep, reads books, and sleeps beneath the open sky. Yet, a recurring dream begins to disturb him in his ordinary existence. In a dream, a child tells him that a treasure is waiting near the Egyptian pyramids. Santiago now faces a choice familiar to almost everyone. Should he remain with the life he already understands, or risk everything for a possibility that may turn out to be an illusion? This is where the real story begins. Santiago meets a mysterious old king who introduces him to an idea of personal legend, the purpose or dream that gives meaning to a person's life. The king tells him, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." It's a beautiful line, although the book never suggests that desire alone is enough. Santiago has to leave his comfort, sell his sheep, cross the sea, work in a crystal shop, travel through dangerous deserts, and face the possibility of losing everything. Soon after beginning his journey, he was robbed. Think about that for a moment. He follows a dream, takes a courageous step, and life immediately punishes him for it. Many people would interpret this as a warning to return home. Santiago slowly learns to interpret it as a price of beginning. That idea stayed with me. Sometimes the first difficulty arrives so quickly that you begin to doubt the dream itself. You think perhaps you misunderstood the sign or made a wrong decision. The Alchemist reminds you that resistance does not always mean you are traveling in a wrong direction. Sometimes it means you have finally started moving. As Santiago continues, he meets several people who teach him different lessons. A crystal merchant who has a dream but is afraid to fulfill it, an Englishman searching for a secret of alchemy, Fatima who teaches him that genuine love supports a person's purpose, and finally the Alchemist who teaches him to listen to his heart. The desert becomes more than a place. It represents uncertainty, the long period between leaving your old life and teaching your new one. Santiago learns to observe omens, understand silence, and trust the language of the world. Yet, the most powerful transformation is internal. He begins his journey searching for gold, but gradually develops courage, wisdom, patience, and self-belief. And now we return to the curiosity from the beginning. Why did Santiago have to travel so far when the treasure was connected to the place where his journey began? Because knowing where the treasure is and becoming capable of receiving it are two different things. If Santiago had found a treasure in the beginning, he might have gained wealth, but he would have remained the same person. The journey prepared him for the discovery. Every loss encountered, delay, and lesson transformed him into someone who could finally recognize the treasure and understand its value. That's my biggest takeaway from The Alchemist. Sometimes your dreams lead you away from home only to help you see your life with new eyes. The destination matters, but the person you become while pursuing it matters even more. I'll read it again. The destination matters, but the person you become while pursuing it matters even more. The book also reminds me that fear often causes more suffering than failure. Santiago nearly abandoned his personal legend several times, yet every time he chooses courage, the next part of the path appeared. I would recommend The Alchemist to anyone who feels stuck, confused, or disconnected from the dream. It is especially suitable for the students who choosing direction, professionals considering a major change, creators struggling with the self-doubt, and anyone standing between familiar life and an uncertain possibility. If you prefer complex plots, realistic storytelling, the book may feel simple or overly philosophical. Read it as a fable rather than an ordinary adventure novel. Its power lies in its symbols, ideas, and the question it leaves in your mind. The Alchemist asks a simple yet uncomfortable question. If you already know what your heart truly wants, how long will you continue pretending that you do not hear it? Perhaps your treasure is a career, a relationship, a creative project, a journey, or a version of yourself that you have postponed becoming. Whatever it is, the path may be uncertain, but staying still has a price too. I'm Sufi, and you are listening to Cafe X Podcast, a space where books, ideas, and life meet over a meaningful conversation. If you enjoyed this episode, follow Cafe X Podcast and subscribe for more book reviews, reflections, and conversations that stay with you long after this episode ends. And share it with the people you feel like this content or has interest in books. Until next time, keep reading, keep exploring, and keep listening to your heart. And before I end, I'd like to thank Deepti Raghavendra, my teacher and my mentor at IPSAR Mumbai. She was the person who recommended this book to me in the initial stage when I just had started reading. And the question she asked me, it's a very small book, and it took me, I believe, a month to read. And the question that she asked me at the end was, where did he find the treasure? So I had to go all the way back to the book to find the answer, and yet I couldn't find it. And later she told me the treasure was the journey, and that is what exactly is the treasure. The treasure is the journey. There's nothing at the end of this life. Everybody's life ends in death, and that's our final destination, and it is a part and parcel of the way of life and the way of death. So the journey is important. Make it memorable, make it beautiful. Thank you.